Good morning, Andy. Thank you very much for joining me this morning.
Morning, Pip. How are you?
I'm very, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined today by Andy Cheetham from Lime Licensing, who has very recently joined the association. Andy, talk to us a little bit about Lime Licensing and what you do to support and help franchisors and franchisees in the marketplace.
Well, Lime Licensing Group helps businesses to create franchise systems. So we work with a lot of brand new brands who are exploring franchising. And then we help them to recruit the networks in the UK and actually also in North America. And I think it's mainly because at our heart we've been franchising doers over many years with as much experience on the coalface as we have in the boardroom. That we have a real unique affinity with our clients because all of our team made up of franchisors or franchise owners. So we're in a unique position to really help them to explore franchising and how to create a franchise system of their own.
That's brilliant. So what have you seen in the last 12 months that's different? It's been a tough year with obviously the pandemic and COVID. Have there been any sort of trends that have really kind of sprung to life for you guys?
Well, COVID's been interesting, hasn't it? And I think recessions generally sort of change the franchise landscape quite a bit, don't they? So from our own point of view, obviously we've seen some sectors really fly along. So QSR formats rather than big table restaurants are doing well. The care sector's doing well. But I think there's also some compression of demand because there's some sectors that are being intentionally avoided by franchise investors and they are looking elsewhere. So to a degree, we've got a bit of, we've got more people through redundancy or business closures chasing, we think, probably chasing fewer categories. And so there's definitely a trend there. But also as well, we're really noticing that there's pressure on second income. So where you might typically have a classic breadwinner in a family, we're seeing there's some pressure on second incomes in households. And so that actually lends itself quite nicely to flexible format franchises, those that can be run part-time or in more, but not even just part-time hours, but very flexible hours. And that then means that inevitably those franchisors who want to capitalize on that probably need to be lower investment and maybe even to the level where it's easily funded just out of personal funding rather than putting alongside a bank loan or other facility. So I think obviously some classic formats we've seen do very well because of the recession. Some have fallen off a cliff, but actually those second income ones at lower investment level, we've seen quite a lot of interest in that sector too.
Yeah, we've seen an uplift over the last, certainly the last few months of people looking at franchising their business and taking a model forward, but definitely lots more people looking at franchising as an opportunity. So from your perspective, obviously Lime have very recently joined the BFA as we started off. Why did you take that decision? Why did you think it was important to align with the association?
Yeah, I thought you might ask me that because actually we were members of the franchise, the BFA actually, it was probably 15 years ago, actually the first time. And I think as Lime has grown and become a bigger consultancy firm, we've just been keener, I think, keener than ever really just to align ourselves with the best that are in the industry, but actually also those who are trying to be the best as well. And I don't mean that about the BFA, but I think our just going forward, we joined the Canadian Franchise Association last year, and because we're actively growing brands in North America now. And I think we just wanted to just sort of make sure that we're in that group of people and organizations who are trying to be the best in the industry, and just make sure we're aligned with them really. And so to us, the BFA is a bit of a natural fit for that because obviously that's very much the whole your whole sort of brand image, isn't it? You know, and everything that you're doing is to try and be that level. So I think that, I guess to a degree, we felt really we'd probably want to be in that club, and so that's why we joined.
Fantastic. Well, it's absolutely fantastic to have you on board, and we're looking forward to working with you over the course of the next year, getting you involved and speaking to some of the prospects that come to the BFA too. So thank you very much for your time today.
Yeah, no problem. Nice to see you, Pip.
You too.